Hello and welcome to HadwanAcademy. Today I'm guiding you through the sequence. The sequence has three types sequence: the first difference and the second and the third. By this video I'm going through the first difference and I left below the second and the third difference. The definition of the sequence is a set of numbers, arranged in particular order. So like this here, if I have here 1, 5 and 9. So the difference here between 1 and 5 minus 1, 4 and 4, and 9 minus 5, which is 4. This is a set of numbers. If I ask you here what is the next term of this sequence, you tell me 13, because 13 minus 9 gives us 4. So we know now the definition of the sequence. The definition of the sequence, again, a set of numbers, arranged in particular order. So this is the sequence, and we have, as I said earlier, we have three types of sequences. We have number 1, the first difference, and the second difference, and the third difference. Today I'm going through the first difference. So the first difference here, if I have we have here three cases or 4 cases of the first difference of the sequence. We have 4 cases. I'm going in the first one. I'll take this sequence here: 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. How can I find the nth term for this sequence? How can I find the first term? So first step, you have to minus 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 gives me 2. 5 minus 3, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. 9 minus 7. We call this sequence here, we call it first difference. So here the 3 minus 1, 2. 5 minus 3, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. 9 minus 7, 2. So straight away I take this number 2 here to 2n. Then I do here 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 gives me minus 1. So this is the nth term of this sequence. So the nth term for this sequence, if I need to check, we have to check. How can I check this correct or not? I'll take here n equal 1, and here n equal 2, and here n equal 3, and n equal 4, and n equal 5. So how can I check? I'll take n4 here. n4. Substitute here becomes 2 times when n equal 4. So that gives me 2 times 4 minus 1. And the answer is 8 minus 1. 8 minus 1 gives me here 7. So if you want to know, like this 4 here, this n comes from here, just substitute and I get the number 7, which is here. This is the number 7. I hope you understand. This here. If I go for this example here, like 5 minus 1, 4. So it becomes here n, here 4n. Now 1 minus 4 gives me 1 minus 4 minus 3. To check, I will take 3. n equal 3. n equal 3 is here. So 4 times 3, 12. Minus 3, I got 9. That's the first case here for the first difference. The second one, if I have a decimal, some students struggle with a decimal. If I take here 1 point here, another example here, 1.2, the first number, I take 2.5 and I'll take 3.8 and I'll take 5.1 and I'll take 6.4. So if I have here like this sequence here, straight away I'll just raise this comments here. So 2.5 minus 1.2 becomes 1.3. You can find the difference by calculator. And 3.8 minus 2.5, I got 1.3, and here 1.3, and here 1.3. So I have here straight away, as I said earlier, 1.3 and now 1.2 minus 1.3, I got minus 0.1. So the answer here, the nth term for this sequence here, 1.3 and minus 0.1. To check, I'll go to check here. I'll check here. How can I check? I'll take n equal, which one? I'll pick up n equal 5. So here, n equal 5. So here, 1.3 times 5 minus 0.1. So if you use the calculator here, 1.3 times 5 minus 0.1, I got here the answer. So the answer is 6.4. So the answer here 6.4. So the nth here for the nth here equal 5 here. What's the value here? 6.4, which is exactly 6.4 here. So our work is done. Okay, so this is the second case of the sequence. I go to the third case. The third case, which is very important, the third case of the sequence, which is the fraction. If I go to the fraction 3 over, that's a new example, 3 over 5, and I'll take the second fraction 7 over 9, and if I go to 11 over 13, and I go to the 15 over 17, and the last one I go to 19 over 21. 19 over 21. Okay, please watch carefully here. Look at this here. If you have like this, you should not minus this fraction from this fraction. I will deal with this here, this sequence as a numerator separately from the denominator. So I take the first nominators here. I'll take the first one here, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. Then I find the nth term. The nth term here, very easy, as we said here. 7 minus 3, 4, 11 minus 7, 4, 15 minus 11, 4, 4. So the nth term for n, 3 minus 4 minus 1. This one here for the numerator. I go to the denominator here. I'll write it down. 5, 9, 13, 17, and 21. So 9 minus 5, 4 again. And 13 minus 4 again. And here 4 and 4. So we have here 4n. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 4, which is 1. 5 minus 4, which is 1. So the nth term for this sequence is, the first term is 4n minus 1 over 4n plus 1. This is the nth term for the numerator and this is the nth term of denominator. This is the answer. This is the answer. And to check, we have to check. Always you have to check before you submit your answer. Okay, I'll take n here. I'll take n here. Let's take it like 4. So becomes here 4 times 4 minus 1, and 4 over 4 plus 1. So becomes here, 4, 16 minus 1, 15. 15 over 16 plus 1, 17. And here we have this number here. We have this number here, 15 over 17. We have it here. Okay, so we are right. Okay, guys. So this is the third case. So we have the first case here, the second case here for the sequence, and the third case of the sequence here. The last case for this for today, the last case is, I will stick the last case here. I'll take it here. The last case here, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4, minus 7, and minus 10 here. And we have here a negative. Negative, you have to be careful how to deal with negative here. I'll go here. 4 minus 4, minus 1. I'll write it down here. Minus 4 minus 1. So it becomes here minus 4 minus 1. The answer is minus 4 minus 1 means like minus 4 plus 1, which is minus 3. And here minus 7 minus 4, we have minus 3. Minus 10 minus 7, that's mean minus 10 plus 7, which is minus 3. So we have here minus 3, and now minus 1 minus 3 means like here minus 1 minus 3, that's mean minus 1 plus 3 plus 2. So the nth term here, sorry, I'll take just the answer here, minus 3n plus 2. I hope you understand this, the last case here. So for this today, we study 4 cases of the first difference. 4 cases of the first difference. The first case, which is like just normal numbers, okay, positive numbers. And here we have the first difference. And the second one, the second case here, the decimal and the fractions and the negative numbers. I hope you understood this. For the second and the third difference, you will find the link below the video. Thank you for watching me, and good luck, and see you again in the future, inshallah. Thank you.